Welcome back. You're watching bnsn on ET Now. Let's start taking all of your stock-related queries. Remember, viewers, you can write to us on the WhatsApp number or that will be flashing on your screen. We have Kunal Parar, who's the Vice President, Technical Research and Algo at Choksey Equity Broking. Along with Kunal Parar, we also have Hemen Kapadia, who is the Senior VP Institutional Equity at Choksey Securities, joining us on the show. Very good morning, both Hemen as well as Kunal, thank you so much for joining us on the show. And let me kickstart taking all of the stock-related queries then. And the first query that I have is coming in from Jay. She wants to know about IDBI Bank, 15,000 shares at a price of 89 rupees per share. He wants to know technically how is it placed? Is it a hold or a sell? What's your take, Hemen, coming on IDBI Bank? Because this one, in anticipation of what the government is likely to do with the strategic sale, always tends to move. But technically, what's the cue?
It's always a pleasure. We walked into a corrective phase, correction of a greater degree. So it's going nowhere. Currently range bound, the short-term bias, short to medium-term bias is slowly turning positive. But that's about it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's going to take a lot of time to consolidate. So yeah, in a medium term though, if it closes above 88, I think we can expect some decent upside to come.
The next query that we in fact have, Hemen, is coming in from Revant, who's writing to us about Hindustan Aeronautics 350 shares. Buy price was 3,730 rupees. What do you make of this one as well?
2 years or more, then it's a hold. Otherwise, it's a sell on bounce because we've had a phenomenal run. All the long-term charts seem to indicate we've settled into a deeper correction. So yeah, short-term, the market is also getting oversold or bounces around the corner. So I'm not saying HAL won't rebound in line with the market, but nothing spectacular happening. 2 years or more, it's a hold.
Let me take this next one on Federal Bank. This is Thomas George writing to us actually. And what's your take, Kunal, when it comes to Federal Bank? Is it a good bet to actually take right now?
Well, right now counter is trading at 185, and in yesterday's trading session, counter formed hammer candlesticks formation. So I think based on this candlesticks formation, one should wait for the trigger level. Trigger level is yesterday's high, which means if stock goes above 188, then only one should get into the stock for an upside movement up to the level of 200 to 210, while we will keep SL at 178. So not at present level, but if stock goes above 188, then only one should get into the stock.
I'll come back to you, Hemen, with the next one, in fact, because we do have a whole host of queries pouring in. The next one that we have is coming in on Narayana Hrudayalaya, 102 shares. Buy price was 1,275 rupees. This is coming in from Vignesh, writing to us from Bengaluru. What do you make of this one as well?
Well, it's shown relative strength actually in a market which is in doldrums. It has held on. But one also needs to keep in mind that in the last 5 years, the stock has gone from 200 to 1450. So yes, we've been consolidating for the last 1.5 years or so. It's in a large range between 1100 on the downside, 1450 on the upside. So I would suggest a hold, but till it doesn't give a breakout above this level, I think it's going nowhere. And after 1.5 years, it's going to take time before the breakout comes in.
Actually, I got it wrong because you are from DR Choksey FinServ. Apologies on that front. Let me actually continue taking the queries. Let me take the next query then. And this one is coming in from Vignesh from Bangalore. He wants to know about Narayana Hrudayalaya, 102 shares at a price of 1,275 rupees per share. He wants to know whether he should buy some more at current price or wait with whatever he's holding on for the next 6 to 12 months. What's your take on this, Kunal? Do you think it makes sense to go ahead and add on some of Narayana Hrudayalaya right now in one's portfolio, given the fact that we've seen a sizable correction in the entire market?
Well, definitely from my side, it's a yes to go for, averaging right now. Counter is trading at 1276, and stock has a strong support at 1250. Not only this, if you look after the weekly chart, stock has been trading above its all long-term moving averages. So trend is on upside only. Time being, stock has been trading in a consolidation phase, but nothing to worry about this counter. One can go for average as well, but strict stop loss somewhere out 1200 level. If it's for medium term to long term. If we talk about upper side, then we can would be there up to the level of 1420. So yes, definitely, I think one can go for average.
All right, then time for a very quick breather on the show. When we come back, we'll continue answering all of your stock related queries, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying tuned in. Well, let's continue taking all of your stock related queries. And the next one, Hemen, that we have is coming in from Rohit, writing to us about Hudco. 80 shares, buy price was 281 rupees. What do you make of this one then?
Shansi, many stocks, Hudco isn't the only one. Many of these PSU stocks have had a dream run and now they're cooling off and they've been multi-baggers. So Hudco is no different. Support comes in at 200. The view remains similar to what I said about some other stocks earlier. A time frame of 2 years or so, I think it's a very clear hold, nothing to worry. The stock has moved from sub 50 to 350 and now is in a consolidation, correction, cooling off phase. Currently range between 200 to 260. Hold for the longer term.
Let me take this next query then, and the next query that I have is coming in from a viewer who wants to know about NTPC actually. This one is coming in from Sridhar. He's Sudhir, sorry, I beg your pardon. Sudhir from Hyderabad. He wants to know about NTPC. 3,000 shares. He's purchased at the levels of 385 rupees per share. Kunal, what's your take coming in on this one? What's the target for the next 3 months?
Well,
Kunal,
I'm not seeing any
yeah.
momentum up. Yeah, I'm not seeing any momentum up to the level of 385 in coming 3 months. But yeah, right now stock is trading at 316 level. Stock has already taken the support of its previous bottom on a weekly chart. So outlook is positive on front of technical side. I think Sridhar can go for average at present level 316. After this visit, we can see some kind of rally in the counter up to the level of 360. So I think this is the perfect time where Sridhar can go for averaging and he can close down its averages. So we may see upside movement up to the level of 360 and at that level he can book profit.
All right, then the next one that we actually have is coming in from Bala, writing to us from Coimbatore. Hemen wants to know about 3 counters actually: Canara Bank, Maharashtra Bank, and IDFC First Bank. Would it be the right time to enter at this point?
Well, Canara Bank used to be a favorite stock for some time, but once again, 15 to 130, these are adjusted for splits. We walked into a correction. So over a period of time, expect to see 80 or something. IDFC First has broken important levels. So frankly speaking, even that doesn't quantify the buy. But yes, Bank of Maharashtra, once again, 18 to 18 month to 24 month view. I think Bank of Baroda is clearly looking positive. Yes, it's in a corrective phase. Once again, there's not a shorter term call. Looks good. One can buy it in bits and pieces. One can expect 50% returns from here if you are looking for a 2-year time frame.
Let me come back to you actually. This one is coming from Ignatius. He's bought about 50 shares of Indian Hotels at a price of 786 odd rupees. And also he's got 24 shares of ITC Hotels on back of that demerger. What should he do? Should he go ahead and add both of these right now in his levels? I'm unsure if you will be able to talk about ITC Hotels, but given the fact that it's a legacy, it is coming out from ITC. So maybe if you have some views.
Okay. Well,
Or maybe you can go ahead with Indian Hotels then. Hemen?
okay. Yeah. Indian Hotel. Yeah. ITC is just recently listed share. Sorry, I missed it. So not much to say in terms of technicals. But yeah, support at 750. A bounce is around the corner as far as Indian Hotels is concerned. The longer term uptrend remains up and safely ensconced. But once again, a correction is creeping in, has crept in. So yeah, bigger picture remains positive. Near term bounce is around the corner. So act accordingly. The outlook remains good, but only from a longer term point of view.
Good outlook is the view that Hemen then has. But the next one that we have is coming in from Sunita, writing to us about Yes Bank. Then Kunal, tell us about this one as well, because she wants to know about what she should be doing for the long term at this point.
Well, if you talk about this counter for long term, I think we may see some kind of side momentum in the counter because on a weekly chart, stock has already taken the support, and further upside momentum would be there from the present level. I think Vinita can go for creating a long position present level. If we talk about downside support level, then at present level, downside support comes at 16 level. If we talk about the upper side, then first target comes at 22. And if at this level, if stock breaks this 22, then one way upside momentum would be there up to the level of 28. So it's a perfect candidate for creating a long position.
So that's the take coming in on Yes Bank. On that note, thank you so much, Kunal, as well as Hemen, for joining us on the show and taking the queries. No doubt it was a truncated query segment because today is Wednesday, which means we have Women's Wednesday special on the other side of the break. So don't go anywhere, viewers. We'll be back after the short break.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.